Reunion. Hello, y'all. I was selling crack on a private jet up in the hell and back. But no confusion, this a reunion. Hello, y'all. Welcome back. Get murder here. He counting money. He said, "Cam, man, the hell with rap. I'm only here to shit on niggas and piss on bitches. Welcome, ass. I bought jewelry and bikes, nigga. Black Benzes and white Vigors. Now I'm out here and I'm looking for more chandeliers and light fixtures. Nah. I don't like niggas, what's wrong with me? I'm a hype nigga, but this 44 turn to Michael Jordan. I look and say, take flight, nigga.
Welcome back to It Is What It Is. This episode is sponsored by Underdog Fantasy. The app is an easy way to make some cash just by making picks on your favorite players. Underdog is available in more than 30 states, including California, Texas, and New York, just to name a few. Make sure to support the show by hitting the link in the bio and downloading the Underdog Fantasy app. They'll also match your first deposit up to $100, and you get a special pick when you sign up. I'm Treasure Wilson, a.k.a. Stat Baby, along with your hosts, Mase and Cam.
Killer was good, man.
I like Skelly Murder. Who are you sometimes? You're a real Kaiser Sose, man. You're a real Kaiser Sose for real, man. And you know what I don't like? I've been peeping. You put your chair higher than everybody. Like you're sitting above everybody every day. Put your chair higher than everybody else's. Yeah, if that makes you feel
so
better.
Petty, man.
No, you're petty. You do shit and you act like you don't know what you're doing. I know exactly what you're doing, man.
Oh, my goodness.
We joined with some guests today. I don't know. We don't even have mics for y'all. We'll get some mics during the next break, but we got Dallas, Texas in the building. We let some fans
and
come
Florida.
in today.
And
What part of
Florida.
Florida are you from? Where did you guys, boyfriends? Oh, they're still in the view. We can see them. Miami? That's actually where I'm going. Yeah, I got a place on, well, I probably shouldn't say, but
Yeah.
I'm in North Miami Beach. Yeah, that's what's up. So we hear you guys are sports fans. We're about to start the show, and then we'll let you guys chime in if we get towards something you guys may know. This is like a live show today.
This is our first live show.
Facts.
Right.
Okay. And then today we are also joined with our analyst, Maurice Clarett.
Mo,
Mo,
what's up?
what's good, Mo?
What's good, baby? How you doing?
Oh.
Yeah, what we wearing today? What we got on?
Hey, well, hold on. I don't have anything but a black tee.
Okay.
I will say this. Look, I'll let y'all down today. I will say this. All of the shirts are ordered. So
Yeah.
next week, y'all have a link. And so y'all got that coming. So
Well,
it's just
bro,
a black tee today.
Listen, man, you've been for 27 weeks straight consistent with shirts, man. You could take a day off, man. We respect it, man.
Okay, so let's get started. It's NFL draft time, and Caleb Williams was selected as the first overall pick by the Chicago Bears, which isn't a surprise, but do you guys feel like he was the right choice and the right pick?
If he wasn't, we're about to find out. We're definitely about to find out. But Mo, you're supposed to go first. You're the expert. We're gonna let you be the expert today.
No,
Hold on one second, Mo. Before you go, real quick. Do you guys want to go like your husband? It looks like yo, put the big camera on real quick, Nick. Do y'all want to leave? Oh, okay, because it looked like they got an attitude.
Like
their husbands are outside, and they like, yo, what the fuck are y'all doing in there with them niggas? Why are y'all in there with them niggas right now? And y'all niggas are not saying. Yeah, well, I'm saying.
See, he said he can't hear.
Are y'all cool being here? Because I feel tension to my right. Okay, all right, cool. Look, I'm saying. Okay, got you.
Oh, he's good.
Okay, he said he's good. Okay. I was making sure you was good. Okay, got you.
Okay, thumbs up.
All right, cool. My bad, Mo. My bad. Good. And I see the look of concern on their face. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure everything was copacetic. My bad, Mo.
No, well, I think it was the obvious pick out of the guys that are that's in the draft. And so I actually had a chance to watch a lot of his pre-draft film and a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff where the quarterbacks where he would go into different states with other quarterbacks who are currently in the NFL, him and Brock Purdy, and he would do all these drills. And there was these metrics and these measurables of like when he released the ball, his knowledge of the game, and it gave me a different insight rather than me criticizing who he was and the time where he lost and ran into the stands and basically was crying with his mother. So I had like a different perspective on him. I also watched him on the pivot, and just and I don't know, I liked him a little bit more after you kind of like seeing his personality. So I think it's the right pick. And then if you look at what Chicago's doing right now, they definitely think it's the right pick because they just gave a request to the city to build a $5 billion indoor stadium. And when I heard Bill Belichick speaking today, everybody was speaking like, yo, he's a generational talent. And I would like to believe that, guys who've coached Tom Brady or, just people who have a little bit more knowledge than me, if they're talking about him like that, he has to be, I would hope that he's the Chicago's right pick. So after his pre-draft stuff, I'm rooting for my man to do well in Chicago.
Yeah, the most thing that I'm surprised about, Caleb was an obvious choice. We all knew that he was going to Chicago. It's still out to see how he's going to perform. I think he's going to have a good year. A lot of bad things happen in Chicago, so I'm wishing him the best in Chicago. But the most surprising thing to me in this draft was the Atlanta Falcons. Like it picked. It was a good pick, but it didn't make sense. Like if they already got Kirk Cousins and they signed him for 4 years for $180 million, and I don't know why they got Penix, right?
Michael Penix.
Yeah, but we'll see.
Kirk Cousins has a history of getting hurt a lot, so
yeah.
That was a high-level backup pick. I think Penix should be playing immediately. So I think Atlanta Falcons, did kind of what you and Stat do. Keep a safety net just in case shit goes wrong. Then they'll have a good backup. Y'all niggas always
do that.
But where's he from? Florida. It's all like
Dade City, 813,
shit like this. So at the end of the day, this is what y'all niggas do. Safety net. So and it's the Atlanta Falcons, but this is a good backup quarterback and a good backup quarterback, and definitely talking about Penix.
Yeah,
with Kirk Cousins. Injury history. So I think that, I don't think he should be a backup immediately, but to me, it seems like the Atlanta Falcons thinks that he's going to get hurt. Back to Caleb Williams, I don't really have too much to say about it. We'll see how it goes. This is kind of like Caitlin Clark being the first pick for the WNBA. It was super duper obvious. It wasn't like, oh my God, Caleb Williams is going to Chicago Bears. Niggas traded niggas out of there. They got rid of the motherfucking quarterback already a month ago. Month and a half ago, like this, it's news. It's not really news. Everybody knew this was going to happen. So, Mo, you gave a very eloquent answer being our analyst, which was dope. But we all, in America ain't know that Caleb Williams and Caitlin Clark wasn't going first 5-6 months ago. Everybody knew.
Yeah. They got to let his dog in the arena. That's what they got to do if they want him to play good. You got to have his dog with him.
Okay. So another stat, this is the first time in league history 6 quarterbacks were drafted in the top 12. What do you guys think of this stat? Maurice, we'll let you go first.
Yeah, it just kind of shows you where the league is at. You're phasing out a bunch of old quarterbacks that they've chosen over the last few years that didn't pan out. And it's a quarterbacks league and everybody's looking for their home run player. You know what I'm saying? And you had Jaden Daniels, Drake May. I was actually surprised. And I don't know if it was the campaigning of hardball with J.J. McCarthy. Like, I don't know how Jets fans are going to feel about him. I thought that they were going to choose Bo Nix instead. Just him having more experience, being a little bit older. I know J.J. McCarthy is a champion, but I just thought Bo Nix had more history throwing the ball. But it just goes to speak to this is a throwing league and the rules protect the quarterbacks. Everybody knows that you need a superstar quarterback to win, or at least somebody who's highly capable. But it just kind of show you where the league is at. You know what I mean?
I think it's cool as far as them getting drafted. My opinion is we have so many quarterbacks get drafted and turn out to be not shit. That's just that. Zach Wilson, he's a great example. And I'm not trying to say he ain't shit, but he kind of ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was about to say. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, but I'm saying, cause the reason why I'm not going to be that hard on Zach Wilson because he's 24 years old.
Yeah.
And he has a lot of time left. And I know I brought up the scenario with Geno Smith and how he got a second chance probably 5, 6, 7 years later, if not longer. I don't remember how long ago he's with the Jets, but he became the starting quarterback with the Seahawks. So I don't want to throw Zach Wilson under the bus, but you could be great in college, but the translation has to make sense in the NFL. And out of all 6 of these quarterbacks that were drafted, are they going to be a generational talent? Are they going to be a franchise player one day? And that's what we have to wait to see. And that's what these teams seem like they're betting on, especially with it being a quarterback-driven league. And then a lot of quarterbacks are running now. So the picks for, like right now, it's a big thing with, and Mo, you could speak to this, and we don't have to speak right now about it, but I'm talking about if we ever come across it, what they're doing with running backs. My question is, how many running backs were drafted in the first round? Because it seems like the running back position, is fading out. And they're never going to fade out, but they're not getting paid. And now they're telling niggas, kids, don't even try out to be a running back because you're not going to get the check that a tight end would get, or a receiver would get, or a quarterback would get. So now you got these kids in Pee Wee League or AA, or I don't know what they call it for football, but the amateurs for football saying, I don't want to, Pop Warner, they don't want to be running backs anymore because when they get older, the check won't be the same. But that's more of a question that I would want to know. How many running backs got picked in the first round as opposed to quarterbacks? Because all 6 quarterbacks aren't going to be franchise players. And if they are, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, and I think this was crazy that nobody selected defense in the top 10. It was really not a lot of defense, and defense is what wins the games. It seemed like they're shifting the league to a more offense-driven league instead of defense. And we all know in the playoffs, defense is what's going to determine who wins.
Yeah. Then Maurice, what's your viewpoint on that? Basically, people making more offensive draft picks over defensive.
Yeah, so first thing that came to my mind, he was the guest earlier or in the first season, Le'Veon Bell. The history has always been that, you get away from running backs because a running back can hold the team hostage. They would always say, hey, man, we get beat up. And then when it's time to transition into the season in this training camp, you have this billion-dollar or multi-million-dollar organization who's dependent upon this running back. And then the owners kind of say, to hell with this. We're not going to let one guy hold out his contract and try to hold us hostage for years when we know his body gets damaged real fast. And so they start making rules that were beneficial to quarterbacks. You can't hit the quarterback low. You can't hit the quarterback late. And they start finding guys all crazy. And that's when it became a pass-happy league. And so I seen somebody refute actually what Mase just said when they said it's a defensive league. I think it was Ray Lewis. I seen the clip. Yeah. And he said it's not a defensive league anymore where defense wins championships. He's like, as a quarterback. No matter of fact, it was Warren Sapp. And he said the quarterbacks have to actually put so many points on the board because they've made defenders hard to pause. They made it harder for defenders not to get fined and to play aggressively like they used to play in the past. And so even when Mase was saying that, he didn't see any defensive guys or defensive guys going to top 10.
Yeah, it was one guy.
They don't get these offensive tackles. Yeah. It was one guy, okay.
OT.
But even when you're saying that, they're going to get these offensive tackles to protect either the quarterbacks who they've drafted in the past or that need protection. I know the one tackle went to the Bengals because you get Joe Burrow's hurt all the time. You know what I'm saying? And anybody who has an investment, they're going to invest in that left tackle. And any quarterback, in any time that a team gets the chance to sort of like what Cam said, go back and say, okay, is this a generational talent or is this a lottery pick? Let's try to bring him in and develop him. But I think that's what's actually going down with Atlanta. They said, okay, Michael Penix also had those same injury issues. He had the ACL issues. So let's bring him into Atlanta. Let's let him sit behind Kirk Cousins for a year or two, sort of like what Jordan Love was doing up there in Green Bay, and let these guys transition into the league slowly rather than throwing so much weight on their shoulders. 4 years on a 4-year contract, it might be like 2 years guaranteed that they may have an option to get rid of him. They just front load his contract. I don't know. I'm just guessing at this point.
Right. And then the Vikings traded up to the number 10 overall pick and drafted J.J. McCarthy. Do you guys believe that the Vikings is going to be a good fit for him? Race first.
I must have seen that wrong. I thought, they must have traded that pick for the Jets.
Yes.
Oh, I seen it wrong. Well, that's my fault.
Yeah.
Go ahead, say it again.
So J.J. McCarthy is now with the Vikings. So they traded up to get the number 10th overall pick. So do you guys think that the Vikings is going to be a good fit for J.J. McCarthy?
I don't know. He's, like I say, he was a great it goes back to what Cam. He was great in the hardball system, right? And I don't know what type of system the Vikings run. Obviously, if you pick somebody at 10, you thinking that there's a lot that they do in college that translates to the pro level. But I don't know what I don't know what they can say yes or no. But it wasn't like if you go back and look at the film of the other quarterbacks, be it the 50 passes that Bo Nix would throw or the 45 or 50 passes that Michael Penix would throw. Michigan wasn't built that way. So you didn't go out here, you didn't see him go out here and throw the ball 40, 50, 60 times. And I just know that if you're not conditioned for that, if you're not used to that amount of looks, if you're not used to just that low pause of work and just in that pace of offense, like you've not done that enough. And I don't know if that's the Minnesota Vikings offense. I'm pretty sure we have some Viking fans in the chat and they'll be able to tell me, but I don't know. I would probably pick somebody else. I would probably pick Bo Nix. I like Bo Nix better than I like JJ McCarthy. And that's no bias towards him going to Michigan and me, obviously being an Ohio State fan.
That's exactly what it is, Mo. Don't start that. You would prefer anybody but somebody from Michigan.
Nah, I don't know. Think about this, right? We've seen him. We've seen him all through the playoffs, through having all that success for the last 2 or 3 years up in Michigan, right? Michigan was a run-built team. You know what I'm saying? They were built through Blake McCorum and then the other guy who was the backup, right? And their offense kind of ran through that. If we're sitting here saying that the running back is out of the league and you're a pass-first offense and you just don't have a lot of history with running or being a pass-first offense, it's sort of like what Cam said, how does that skill set translate to the pros?
Yeah.
These other guys, that's all I was saying. He doesn't just come from that background. Not to say he can't do it, because there's a lot of guys who adjust and they learn and they do well, but he just doesn't have that background that would convince me of a top 10 pick in comparison to all these other guys who I would have had a chance to prove or take from.
So go ahead and show some love to your boy Harrison. He went to the Cardinals. He's going to enjoy that, because I can't really say much about JJ or Bo Nix because those are both of my teams. You got Oregon, you got Michigan. So, we supposed to be here. How do you feel though?
Young safety. Young safety. Name is Young Safety.
Yeah, shout out to Marvin Harrison Jr.
Shout out to Marv, right? Welcome to the party, man.
He's a second.
Yeah.
I'm happy for him. He came from Ohio State. He's going to be staying out there in Phoenix and Scottsdale. He's going to love it.
Yeah, we got to see if Kyler Murray's going to do what he need to do, though. That could be dangerous. That could be really good.
Yeah.
Back to this Michigan nigga. Yo, listen, B. Check this out. I ain't really care for the nigga so much, man. I didn't really care for him. He was in a good system. Is he going to translate good in the NFL? I don't know. The thing about it is, and it's so fucked up, what would really, really, really be best for him if he could have went to the Chargers, but you know what's going on over there. Nobody getting rid of Justin Herbert, but to be under John Harbaugh again, and he knows him, and he can, and John also coached previously in the NFL. He knows how the NFL works. He knows the kid. To be under him and Justin Herbert and that tutelage, that'd be dope if Justin Herbert wasn't so young. If Justin Herbert was like 33 or 34, this would be the perfect place for him. Not saying that they had the opportunity to get him, but he's 26. This nigga got another 10 years minimum, and he's nice. He just didn't have the pieces around him to produce the way that he needed to produce, but that nigga's dead nice. But we'll see what happens. I know I'm Ohio nigga. I'm not really excited about nothing that goes on with Michigan, even when it translates to the pros outside of Tom Brady.
What about Fab Five? That's Michigan.
We talking about football now. We talking about niggas. They're my niggas. Black socks, long shorts, ball heads. We were actually the Fab Five in high school.
Yeah, we were Fab
We copied
Five.
everything them niggas did. We cut our hair off. We went and got black socks, black sneakers. We did everything the Fab Five did. I'm talking about, now don't get me wrong, Ohio State and Michigan is a real rivalry no matter what.
Yeah.
But it's bigger in football. Football is like a problem. It's a real problem. Basketball, not as much. So I was referring to football. But Fab Five, Jalen, Webb, Juwan, them my niggas. Jim Jackson, them my boys.
Okay.
What's the last nigga, Mase?
Who?
In the Fab Five. Nobody shouts him out. That's 4. I just gave you 4. Who's the 5th nigga?
You had one of them wrong.
Okay, tell me. So why you correct me, nigga?
I was waiting for you to finish. You had Chris Webber, Juwan Howard, Jalen Rose, King, and then Jackson.
What did I said?
You said
Jackson.
Jim Jackson.
What's his first name? Jim Jackson, right, went to Ohio State.
Jimmy
What was his name? See, you know, I'm Ohio. I'm just...
Ray Jackson.
Oh, Ray Jackson.
Yo, Nick, I didn't ask you to help him out, nigga.
He didn't help me, actually.
He did help you out.
Fixing my thing.
He actually helped you out. He actually gave you the answer.
Come on, man.
It's a fact. He helped you out.
I said King and Jackson. I named everybody.
He said Ray. You went right in and said Ray Jackson. But you're right. I apologize about that.
Yeah.
Jim Jackson, Ohio State, that was on my mind. I apologize about that.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk
So
about...
who was the 5th nigga?
King.
King who?
I forgot his first name.
All right, cool. I didn't know neither.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see you had a little more.
I think he was from Texas.
All right.
From Texas, yo.
Yeah.
It looked like we gonna get jumped after the show. Why do y'all keep texting? They keep texting to make sure it's okay.
The mic.
Oh, yeah?
The mic. Yeah, might as well.
Oh, so we gotta fight some UFC niggas when we get out of here.
Hey.
Yo, Nick, put the camera from that angle on. You niggas been walking around cracking their knuckles, all type of shit outside. Bro. Look how he's standing.
Hey.
No, I would say it's cool, but y'all are making me concerned because y'all keep looking over there like, is everything all right?
We waved to them. They're on TV.
Biggest fans.
You're on TV. You're on TV.
The whole thing is, why are you waving at somebody y'all was with all day? That's what's up. All right, cool. Me and Stat was looking like y'all
Is
look worried.
everything okay?
Yeah, y'all look a little worried.
Is the eye contact.
So Nick, let me get a solo real quick. So for people that don't know, we was about to shoot the show. We're open to the public. They passed by from Texas and Miami. What are you ladies' names? And we let them join the show today. And we know we have things to get to before we could talk to them actually, but they didn't mind sitting down and chilling. And their husbands are actually outside. In the window. And they standing there like this. Like they took mad testosterone and was like, yeah. They didn't invite us in. So we were just making sure that everything, look. Nigga getting ready. So we just wanted to make sure everything was copacetic. That's it. In case our audience is confused on what's going on here.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about the order in which the quarterbacks were drafted. So after Caleb Williams, it was Jaden Daniels, then Drake May, then Michael Penix Jr., then JJ McCarthy. Do you guys think that the order should have been switched, or do you guys think that this is a good order for the way that the quarterbacks were drafted? Maurice first.
I think, like I said, the first pick was obvious. The second pick, I think, also was obvious as well with Jaden Daniels, coming off his Heisman run. And if you ask a lot of people think that he could have been picked first just because he's more of a dual threat than Caleb Williams. I didn't expect New England to take Drake May. And the reason being is that he just didn't have a ton of experience for what was said is that he didn't have a ton of experience against top tier teams in college. And I'm not sure how a lot of people feel about that, but I would like to believe like at the quarterback position, if you're picking somebody in the top 3 and you have everybody else who has that body of work, like that's cool. And then like on another level, I was like, man, could New England, after Cam Newton, and this was nothing to Cam Newton had already been proven, was New England with a black coach now, was they ready for another black quarterback with Michael Penix? And I asked myself that way its role in the decision-making is to picking, what is his name, Drake May. And the other guys, like I said, you could have mixed them up, however, but I didn't think J.J. McCarthy was going to go before some of the other quarterbacks that got picked in later or a little bit later in the first round. So I don't know. I guess it's a kind of toss-up, but I didn't think Drake May. Out of everybody, I think the first 2, you could have interchanged those 2. The third pick, I think you could have put Michael Penix just because I think he's had the best performance pre-draft. And then other people, they could have been mixed up however you mix them up, just because I don't think there was a huge difference.
Mo, I think a better question would be, who would you think that Belichick would have picked with that fourth pick?
Oh, that's a good one.
I meant third pick. If Caleb is off the board and Daniels is already gone, who would Belichick have picked?
I'm thinking Bo Nix, man. Bo Nix are, based on the offense that they run, I don't see how Bo Nix doesn't go before Drake May. And I'm only talking about when you literally look at just his body of work, the amount of passes, his age, him being a little bit older. North Carolina, I get it. Like, he was a great guy for North Carolina, but I just don't see. I would have picked Bo Nix. Like, my pick would either been Bo Nix or Michael Penix. But I only say that because, I've just seen more. I've just seen these guys play a little bit more. And I've liked, even when they played each other, you could have picked either one of those quarterbacks and not been wrong. But I was legitimately saying, if you're a black coach, that's probably something you'll hear in an interview 10 or 12 years from now, right? And you have a head coach who probably either, matured and, he's on to do great things, or he got kicked out. And you got to ask him, hey, on draft day, when you had Michael Penix sitting here who, stormed through college football his last 2 years, did you feel that you weren't able to pick him because you were a new black coach and you didn't want to bring a black quarterback in, and, that whole stigma around black quarterbacks are one-dimensional, all that shit that Lamar Jackson and all these other black quarterbacks deal with.
Wow, that's interesting.
Okay. And then I got to ask, so now the Broncos have Jarrett Stidham, Zach Wilson, and now Bo Nix. Who would you rather have? Maurice first.
Bo Nix. I think Zach Wilson, he'll be a good backup to Bo Nix, and I think he'll be a great guy to roll with in camp. And I think, when you're picking quarterbacks, you have to say to yourself, he went to the Jets and he was picked in the first round for a reason, because he had potential and he has talent. And there's a and I don't know if anybody's seen it. There's a what is it called? There's a video with Micah Parsons and C.J. Stroud on the internet, and I think it's on Micah Parsons' actual podcast that he does. And they're both talking about the nuance of offense, the nuance of defense. And the point that I'm making is that when I seen C.J. Stroud talk about the complexities of what it is to be a quarterback, the adjustments, and just the game in general, I said, man, there's not a lot of people who can process this information and who have on-field experience who can either be your starting quarterback or your backup. And I think when you're talking about general managers and coaches, when you think of a Zach Wilson, somebody who's had experience, you bring him over to Denver to see if that, he was just in a bad team or a bad system. But I would go with Bo Nix, and I would look to have, Zach Wilson back him up.
Yeah, I would also go with Bo Nix. I mean, it's an Oregon thing, man. I know you understand that. Cam got to understand that. It's not Colorado time just yet. It's an Oregon thing. And I also want to say this, Mo. I mean, since you're the only expert left other than me now, who were the top the other six quarterbacks?
You got to laugh at
that
yourself.
This was.
How did we get here? What are we talking about? Every day.
Anytime, let me explain something to the audience real quick.
Yeah.
Anytime when he says something, he'd be like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's like, it's an Oregon thing, and then he just starts rambling and spinning. So that audience, pay attention to that. Anytime he says, he's scrambling in his brain. I'm just letting y'all know that. I already know that. When he goes, he's scrambling. I'm just telling you, I know this nigga. Anytime, I'm normally, whenever is out, he's thinking he doesn't even know what he's about to say next.
I didn't know what I was about to say. He said it wasn't six quarterbacks that was drafted until, right now since 1983. I wanted to know if Mo knew those six quarterbacks, because I seem to be the only expert on the stage,
Seem to be.
I'm gonna guess at this.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have Google in front of me. So, what was Elway and Marino in that draft?
I can't tell you everything, Mo.
He doesn't know. He has no idea. He doesn't know the answer. This is what he does.
How did I not know it if I gave him the question?
I wasn't even listening to you. I'm telling once you said you know, I tuned out. I'll be honest with you. Once they said you know, I started doing other shit. I didn't know you said, once you say you know, I say you're about to talk a bunch of bullshit. And I was like, I'm not even gonna listen to no more saying because Mo, pay attention. Anytime, well, you know, that means he's great, but he know it too. I just started doing other shit after that. I wasn't even paying him no mind. I'm the only expert in all that shit. He's Oregon, he's Michigan, he's Milwaukee, he's the Knicks.
No, I'm not the Knicks. I'm not the Knicks, and I'm not the Bucks. I'm just.
You said the Duck Bucks. That's what you said, bro.
That's who I was going with.
Okay,
that's who I was going with. That's not my team, though.
Okay, I hate you. You got rid of Kansas City when they was doing bad. Went back there.
Don't give Mo time to go on Google. Cam is trying to argue with me.
I don't even know
so
what
you
you're
can
talking
go on
about.
Google, Mo. I know this nigga. Like he know me. I know him.
Everything I love.
You saw the argument.
Yo, Stat, what are we talking?
Let me tell you, it's Elway, Dan Marino, Jim Kelly.
Let me chime in. What's the question? What's going on here?
It's the 6 quarterbacks that was drafted in 1983.
Okay.
Because this is the next time that this has happened in 2024. It's been that long since 6 quarterbacks.
So the question is, do we know the 6 quarterbacks at 83?
Yeah.
You older than me. I wouldn't know them niggas. I was like 3, 4. Nigga, you some old nigga if you know them niggas. If you know 6 quarterbacks that was drafted in 1983, you watch black and white TV, nigga. I don't know who was the 6 quarterbacks
Mo,
in 83.
then give me 5. Pause. Give me 5, Mo. I mean, this is why the experts up here.
Mo younger than us.
John Elway, Tom Blackledge, Jim Kelly, Dan Marino, and Tony Eason.
Yeah, that's good, Mo.
Both of y'all looking in your phones. Both of y'all niggas keep looking like we can't see both of y'all looking for the information.
I was just reading, seeing if he was getting the list right.
But if you knew it, you would have knew it in your brain. You wouldn't have to see it.
I know he missed one. That's why I was trying.
Why would you need to look if
I'm looking at you. I know he missed one.
You know everybody can see you, right?
I know, but I'm looking at you. I can tell he missed one.
Like, look at me now. Tell me who's the 6.
Ken O'Brien. Yeah. Ken O'Brien.
No, look at me now and tell me the 6.
I just told you.
No, look at me now and do it again.
You said the one I missed.
No, who's the 6 now again?
Dan Marino. You making me laugh.
Don't try to squint your eyes down. Forget it. Deal's off. Look. You trying to laugh. Look down. I'm not doing it. Forget it. I don't even want to talk about this topic. You trying to get the laugh like this. Nah, bet is off. I'm out, bro. I'm out, bro. Y'all got it. I don't even know the 6 quarterbacks in 83. I'm not going to lie. And I don't know what these niggas going to do. We'll see as the weeks go along and get closer to training camp and so on and so forth. But Mase and Mo, great analysis. Yeah. Mase, great hula hooping. Spin cycle class, revolving door. Your spin game is immaculate, man. You should do a spin cycle class. You should probably start one up. You're great at spinning. So that was great, Mo. Don't feed into this nigga. He don't be having. Look. You do this when a nigga do this and look back. Getting information.
No, my screen is black, right? Look, Stat.
Right now.
Yes. Right now. Right.
This is on right now. Okay, and then real quick before we go to break, this is actually a question for everybody. So the draft location was in Detroit. What's you guys' overall opinion on the draft location and what city in particular do you guys think it should be at?
The mic. Well, I'm happy for Detroit.
Maurice,
hold on, Mo. Mo, hold on, girl. For what? Okay.
What's the name of his gym? Plug his gyms, Paul. Oh.
Okay, cool.
All right, that's what's up. What do you guys think about Detroit? 3. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Now you're 305,
Hey.
813.
Okay.
Yeah.
803.
I'm real
803,
consistent. I moved from
904.
Miami.
Yeah,
I moved from Miami
Yeah.
to here. Yes.
She's from Jacksonville.
I was
she's
born in Jacksonville.
Lived in Tampa, went to school in Miami. So whatever's going on in any of them places
It's
is convenient.
Florida. Thank you.
That's not a fact.
Thank you.
That's not a fact.
It's all Florida.
Let me tell you something. I know niggas in Dade County and don't fuck with niggas in Broward County, and that's Miami. Yeah. But I know niggas, dreads, gold teeth. They be like, I don't fuck with. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. And I know Dade County niggas that'll be like, nah, some Broward niggas. And I know Broward niggas be like, I don't fuck with them. So this is hours away. This only 20-minute driving niggas is not fucking with each other. So yeah, it's that 305 and everything, guys. I just want to let the audience know.
If you know, you know.
813.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where she really
That's
grew
Tampa.
up. Yeah.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
and then what's your opinion on Detroit? Okay, why? Okay. And then what location do you guys think would be good for the NFL draft, just in general?
Yeah, Dallas would be dope because it's a big football city.
I'm gonna say Harlem,
Yeah.
I'm from Harlem. What do we get? Besides the Globetrotters.
Yeah.
Go ahead, say it. What you want to say? No, we want to hear what you're saying.
We want to hear. Put the mic up.
Frank Lucas.
She said American Gangster.
Frank Lucas is from South Carolina, but he made his money in Harlem. But yes, Frank Lucas snitched though, so we don't really count that nigga like that. We don't fuck with snitches. Yeah, he's a rat. Who do you guys know from Harlem? That's a good answer. That's the correct answer. That's his song. Yeah, that's what. I'm glad you got your rollie on. Yeah, let's throw the rollies in.
I don't have it today. It's comfit.
Yeah, man.
It's a comfit.
Okay.
Anything else that you guys that
Let's
comes
go
to
to break
mind?
and come back, ask them a couple questions, and then get the stuff to wrap up. And we come back from break.
Okay, and then Maurice.
Most staying?
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to go to break. And then when we return, we will discuss the Sixers versus the Knicks. Don't go anywhere.
Stubborn in me won't fall. Dealing with this thing called trust. But she really thinking about it, wanna be free.
Welcome back. Now let's get into our Underdog Fantasy picks of the day. Tonight, the Clippers will play the Mavs. Underdog Fantasy has Luka at 8.5 first quarter points. Do you have him higher or lower, Mase?
That's a good one. Because he only need 8 4 times to get 32, so I'm going to go higher. I got to go higher.
I'm going against anything he says. I'm going low. I don't even care. Told Cam. I talked to my niggas at Underdog today. It was 7.3, actually. Thank you, Nick, when I called you.
So let me clarify which Nick.
Yeah. Not Nick
Not
in there.
this Nick.
Nick from Underdog Fantasy. You rock with that Nick over there since he's giving you the stats and all that.
Okay. Kawhi is at 21.5 points. Do you have him higher or lower, Cam?
I'm going to go higher.
How many?
21.5.
Kawhi, lower.
Okay, and James Harden is at 8 assists. Do you have him higher or lower, Mase?
Higher.
I'm going to go higher as well.
Okay, download the Underdog Fantasy app and you can make your picks too. I got to ask, when I mentioned James Harden's name, you made a reaction. Do you have a favorite player, or what was the reason for the reaction? Yeah. I said James Harden, you said, So I just had to ask you.
Why would you say James Harden's overrated? What, you have to have a reason behind it. In the mic. What's your reasoning for not liking James Harden? This is the realest sports show you ever gonna be on. Oh shit. This is personal. This is the shit we like to hear.
Yeah.
This is the shit that
The
we like to hear.
conversations we have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So let me ask you a question real quick, Murder, before I don't know if you're gonna say something. You don't like players that don't come in with haircuts and don't groom saying?
I'm correct.
She's from our generation.
Yeah, but you know what I heard somebody say, Gilbert Arenas actually. He said the players who come groomed ain't shit. He said that the niggas who want to have waves and they braids done every time. He said, look at, Gilbert Arenas said, look at Kevin Durant. Never cut. He said all the nice niggas don't care about that. And I kind of agree with you because we from Harlem, like, I get a haircut every other day.
Yeah.
Me personally. So I get where you're coming from, but another former NBA player was like, the good niggas don't have time for all that. What do you think about that, Mase?
SGA.
Yeah,
SGA
it's
comes,
crispy.
he always comes
Kawhi's
crispy.
Clean cut.
Kawhi's braids be crispy too.
Westbrook, LeBron.
LeBron should be crispy all the time.
No, I'm saying he always try to keep himself.
I seen LeBron, and that's my guy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say LeBron every game.
Not every game, but he definitely
LeBron,
does.
nah, he's a personal friend. Like, that's my guy. But I'm not gonna say he's groomed every single game.
Who else? Good players. Book. Who else?
Jimmy Butler, Miami. Yeah. What do you think about it? What do you think about when he had a perm for the preseason?
Tatum.
Yeah, Tatum is very clean cut.
He's a light-skinned nigga, though. Light-skinned niggas gonna always make sure they shit is groomed like that. That's how light-skinned niggas be.
I named two light-skinned niggas back to back.
Niggas.
Who else?
What NBA players you guys think are cute? He's not in the NBA anymore, but as everything gonna not to cut you, everything gonna be Miami. That is a stat 2 over here. Okay, so Dwayne Wade is cute.
Devin Booker.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Chris Humphries.
Chris Humphries is wild.
Throwback. I thought you were
that's
talking about
wild.
Blake Griffin.
Have you guys ever dated black? Yeah. He's black? Yeah, that's what's up. So you just pointed out, so that means no for everybody else. No, we have a yes on you, so none of you guys ever dated black? Yeah? How'd you like it? No, you're out. You're married to somebody black.
She looking at me.
Yeah. How did you like it? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Was he Aquarius? Oh, all right. Because I be type dry no matter what the race is. If you start boring me, I'll start tuning out, man. So you had a culture difference when it came to black. How about your friend behind you? Have you dated black? How'd you like it? Can I see it now? Can you stand up, please, so I can see your booty? Oh, okay. Okay. Nice. So can I say something real quick? When I say dated black, what her friend did was say, you see her booty, meaning that black men like booties. So she did that. Why would you put her booty on display knowing that black men love booties? And you knew that too, didn't you? Absolutely. Absolutely. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. So let's ask you ladies real quick because we have to move on with the show. Who do you guys think are going to win the championship this year? Yeah, that's what you guys said tonight. We come to Dallas a lot. A friend of ours is assistant coach on the Mavericks as well. Shout out to Shamgar. Yep. What we going to do when we get there? Okay. We'll get it together. Yep.
Okay.
I'm saying, do you think you guys' husbands is cool with all this? It's not right. Super cool. Okay. I'm just asking. I'm just saying.
Just gotta make sure.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Okay.
And your husband's out there too?
Oh, their husbands right
and
there.
your boyfriend. Okay, that's what's up. Gotcha.
Okay. And then I gotta ask real quick before we even go into the series. Do you speak Spanish? Okay, he speaks really good Spanish too.
Yeah, absolutely. He's an expert.
Yeah,
on it.
he's actually an expert.
No,
I can't hear.
she's in front of you. Yeah, ask him. No. Try ask him the question in Spanish. That was a good one, Stack. Yeah, Murder, you're a Spanish expert. That was good. He's just yeah, Murder, you're an expert. No, what happened is we was talking about Spanish and he told me he's a Spanish expert. So I asked him, I said, ¿Cómo te llama? He knew that. Then I said, ¿Dónde vives? And he said, es lo que. Something that was crazy. So we was figuring since you fluent in Spanish and he's fluent because he said, yo, Murder, hit him with the one line you know. Murder, hit him with your one line. What's your one liner you know, Murder? Yeah, because that was cute. Boys. What's your one liner? He said, hey, mommy, lady.
Nah.
He had a one liner and it sounded good, so he acted like he knew Spanish.
He don't think I know Spanish. Let me take this out because I'm not able to hear him. Now I can hear you. What did you say? I can't hear you. I'm thinking about how I want to answer. Nueva York. Yeah. Huh?
So stressed out.
I don't want to give out on him.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a whole different show.
Tú eres la muchacha más bonita que yo he conocido en mi vida. Sí. Yeah. Let's go, Mo.
What's your question?
Suave, grande papi.
Hey, yo.
Gosh.
Hey, yo.
Pause.
How you say pause in Spanish?
I say
word
pause.
Pausa.
Pausa.
They say grande papi. I know you wild, nigga.
That was just me. Nueva York. Let's go, Stat. Yeah. See, mommy.
Oh my gosh.
We might want to bring y'all back for another show another time.
Yes.
Okay. And then real quick before we wrap the show, because I know one of you guys said you were a Knicks fan, right? Okay.
What part of Connecticut are you from? I used to live in, I hustled in Bridgeport for a minute, but then it's real, some money up there. Yeah, and then I stayed, where the fuck Digger had me staying?
New Haven.
New Haven, yeah, I was about to say. Oh, yeah, I forgot you was with us up there. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Murder said, I can't do it. It stayed like 2 months and got out of there.
Right.
We actually stayed in West Haven. Shout out to West Haven.
Okay, so Embiid set a playoff career high of 50 points, but the Sixers beat the Knicks 125-114. How do you feel about the series? So I'm going to ask you guys, who do you think is going to win, the Sixers or the Knicks? Wish.
Well, the Knicks are winning the series, if you guys don't know, 2-1, just so you know.
2-1.
It's what we've been saying, too.
You heard her?
Yo, you say the same thing I say. You want them to win, but we're not going to keep our hopes up.
What do you feel about Spike Lee? Yeah,
You
know,
that
he's
he
like a
goes
Knicks
to-
fan.
He's always at the Knicks game. Do you think he's good luck?
Yo, she says everything we say, everything you're saying, we've been saying.
Yeah.
We've been saying the
No,
same
that's
thing.
why I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, we've been saying the same thing. Hey, yo, we said the
Yo.
same
Yeah, they
thing.
did. They
We
literally
said-
did.
Yo, we said the same thing, yo. See, the vibe is here, man. She said the same exact thing. He
You
needs to
said the
watch from
same
home.
thing.
Yeah. Look, real quick, this game was real chippy last night. What I would say is this. Philly definitely needed to win this game. You don't want to go down 0-3. It was a good game, competitive. Jalen Brunson, what do you have, 39 points? Something like that?
Yeah, Son is
39.
going crazy right
He
now.
had 39?
Yeah.
He had 39 points, but see, Jalen Brunson, and I don't know this for a fact because we still have to wait. There's still some games to be played, but scoring 39 doesn't equal a victory. When he's having 21, 22 points, that equaled a victory. So, Joel Embiid, I want to give him a lot of credit because he's coming back from having, I forget the name of the surgery he had. Make a long story short, he had surgery on his knee. But what came out last night, what a lot of people don't know, is that he's been suffering from the last week or two with Bell's palsy, if I'm saying it correctly.
Yeah.
And a lot of people didn't know that. I seen when he was laying on the ground, when he did that dunk, threw it off the backboard and dunked himself, and he was just laying on his back, and one eye was only blinking. And I'm like, what's going on? What part of the knee that makes you only one eye blink? And I was like, damn, what's going on? But now we know that he's been dealing with this, and me just doing a quick due diligence on Bell's Paisley, if I'm saying it right, Parsley. If I'm saying it right, it's something that can be treated. Usually doesn't happen more than once, so I'm happy that he won't have to go through that in the future. But to be dealing with coming back from knee surgery, the Bell's Paisley, Parsley, if I'm saying it right, and to still have 50 points is truly amazing because a lot of niggas could have tapped out. A lot of niggas could have said, yo, we don't want to do it. My leg is hurt. My face I'm having. And for people that don't know what that is, because I didn't know what it is, it's muscle weakness in your face. So for him to be dealing with all this and get 50 points still is amazing. I don't know if they can win the series dealing with everything that he's dealing with because it took 50 points for them to win as well. But I do wish him luck, and I want to say that he has a lot of heart that a lot of players don't have this day and age. So I want to give him a lot of credit. New York, we have to figure this out because you guys were playing really, really well in the first half, but I don't know if Jalen Brunson scoring 40 is going to get you guys the series. We need to probably go figure out what happened the first two games because Jalen Brunson definitely had poor shooting nights the first two games, but scoring 40, is that going to get you guys to win the series? That's the question.
And then, okay, Maurice, any quick thoughts before we wrap?
Oh, no, I was just building on what Cam said. They had a good first half, but then that third quarter run that they had where Joel Embiid probably had like 4 or 5 threes from me watching. But I asked myself this as well. I was like, man, can Jalen Brunson even keep up this pace? You know, Philly had, like yesterday, they had more people distributing the ball to more people were productive. Even though, you know, Joel had the 50 points, they just seemed like at the end of the second quarter and on to the end of the game, they went crazy. But I will say this has nothing to do with the game. For everybody who's asking, Brother Mase, phenomenal music, man. I had a chance to hear it this week. So for everybody who's listened to me, I heard it myself. Y'all know I wouldn't bullshit y'all. So I just wanted to tell y'all the link for the shirt's gonna be live. And when he decide to come on outside and do what he do, you gonna enjoy it.
What do you mean phenomenal music?
Yeah. So I was outside of my son's jiu-jitsu class, and me and a good brother was on the phone. And the next thing you know, man, probably for like 90 minutes, just fucking heaters, like just
you talking about
straight to the
Mase?
phone. I said,
Make you a Mase?
Talking about Brother Mase. Yeah.
Because I'm tired of people telling me they want to freestyle from Mase. I'm getting badgered. Niggas like my freestyle, but like, yeah, when is Mase going to do one? When is Mase going to do one? He doesn't realize what I go through. And I tell people I have the music more and everything else. Y'all can discuss it because I'm getting beat up in the comments and everything. Look, why don't you put something out? Why?
I'm just asking why. What is it about? What's the reason? Why?
Hey,
You got good music.
listen to me.
Now you're doing it to Mo. You're playing 90 minutes on the phone with Mo to tease him.
Look at that.
Get out of here, bro. You got a Wisconsin shirt on, bro. Yo, what are you waiting for to put? Can you do a freestyle one day?
Yeah, dude.
No, you need to.
You said you're booking a studio.
You got music right
Tuesday.
now. We don't even need to do book a studio. Why? All right, all jokes aside, for the audience, why
you know
won't
what
you
I'm
do
talking about,
anything
too.
musically?
I'm gonna do music.
Yeah.
Very believable. Well, that is all the time we have for today. Maurice, thank you for being here. Ladies, thank you for being here. Anything you want to shout out?
Y'all want to give some shout outs?
Any shout out before you leave? Okay, there you have it.
There you have it.
Hey, thanks for watching. And as always, it is what it is.
Two big necks, like when they doing them 2 for $5.